How important is that connection with Jake, and how have you guys developed that connection, through the spring and now through camp?
It's really important. I think the QB center relationship has to be good, and I mean, besides the snaps being all good throughout the whole camp, he's been really consistent. We just have a good relationship. We've known each other since high school, so it's been a lot of fun.
He's talked about how all through high school he just remembers you just beating his team up and him just having to watch him, but now he gets to play with you. What's it been like developing a relationship with not just him, but all the other Whitfield guys that are on this roster right now?
Yeah, I think it's really cool, like seeing a bunch of guys from all over the Whitfield. And yeah, Butler wasn't too good whenever Cradle was there. I think they won like 3 games his high school career or something, but his talent showed, and he's legit. He's a really good player, so I'm happy to play with him.
Phil, this is your 6th collegiate camp, but I mean it's your first at Pitt. Did you kind of have a little extra juice, being that it's your last one and it's also kind of your first one here?
Yeah, definitely. It's different. I love the setup we have here, just with even being at the hotel right down the street. Everything you need is right here, and practices have been competitive, so it's been a fun camp.
Phil, we've heard this camp a lot about the freshman receivers. From your perspective, what kind of options could they be for you this year, and how have they stood out?
Yeah, well, we expect them to play. Who knows how much right now, but they're making plays every day. The whole class really has played well, and they've been consistent.
Phil, we heard Saturday it was a pretty run-heavy dose of offense. How frustrating is that for you at times, where you guys need to work on the run game, but you kind of want to sling it a little bit?
Yeah, as quarterbacks, we understand we need to get the run game going, and it's hard against our defense. It's built to stop the run, so we know we're not going to have as much success against them, but you need to work it in that environment.
We've heard a lot about how you've taken charge and kind of showing your Pittsburgh grit, for lack of a better term, of showing your toughness and being a leader. What were goals that you set out for yourself to kind of set that tone as this team's quarterback?
Yeah, I think a lot of that has to be toughness in the games, being able to take hits and stay in the pocket, stay strong. So I know it's tough to do, and for our D-line, I tell them to get after the quarterback, as many hits as you can take as possible, because that will throw the quarterback off his game.
Are there extra things off the field that you do as well to kind of be like, hey, this is my offense and I'm in charge here? Just like extra workouts and stuff?
Yeah, I take command every time we're out there, walkthroughs, feet meet. We've been really scripted, so with what we're doing, so we're trying to keep the guys off their legs any downtime we have right now.
You had the spring game. You've had some scrimmages, but the next time you strap them up at Acrisure, it's a real game. Your first game as a Pitt Panther. How excited are you for that Saturday to come?
I'm pumped. I'm ready for it. It feels right being in that stadium. It's just it's so cool, that environment. And we watched the Steelers game the other day. It's just an awesome feeling to having grown up, watched so many games there. Now I get to play in it.
Hey Phil, how much of a weapon do you feel like the tight ends can be for this offense this year? Gavin being back, obviously big, and then Epps is an interesting guy with his frame as well. What have you seen out of him too?
Yeah, I think all the tight ends are doing well, and they can be weapons. I think attacking defenses vertically down the middle of the field is really. I love throwing the tight end, so I think they're great targets. They've been catching the ball really well and running well.
Specifically with Gavin, what stood out to you about him?
He can jump and catch the ball. You saw him hurdle the guy last year, but especially in the red zone, being able to elevate and make contested catches.
We, talking about the freshman receivers, it seems like Kenny's a guy we've heard a lot about. You've been around for a lot of years. You've played with a lot of guys. Is there anybody he reminds you of from what you've seen out of him this summer?
Well, it's hard to say one guy. I just think he's really good with his fundamentals. And he used to play quarterback, so he understands, like, on a deep ball, how you have to hold the line and kind of what the quarterback's looking for. So he's been really good with that. Fundamentals, footwork, all that stuff.
We've heard a lot about Bub Means and MJ Devonshire and them going at it right now. What's it like seeing those two compete when you're one throwing the ball and you're just like, oh man, what's going to happen this time?
Yeah, it's tough. MJ, he's a really good corner, but we still go at him because he's gonna make us better. And Bob's been making a lot of plays too on the one-on-one against MJ or whoever. We're gonna take those.
Phil, are you a talker? I see the wide receivers and DBs chirp it up against each other, but do you run your mouth at all after a big play?
No, I don't talk. I never talk. Nah.
How would you describe the energy that Bob brings to your huddle?
He's got passion. You can see the passion. He plays with a little bit of fire, and so he gets juice with the DBs. Once they start talking and it gets competitive, it's fun to see. His passion come out. How badly he wants to win.
So what do you weigh now?
245.
Where were you in January when you got here? Like, have you gained weight or?
I was like 230. Yeah, so I've gained weight. So I'm feeling good.